Hello, and welcome back to the Rolling Nomads. I am your host tonight, Gilbert Ramos. This is a special one-shot for Labor Day, and here we have our interns ready to play the Welcome to Night Vale role-playing game. Now, I have no announcements or anything further to delay this fine production, so let's go ahead and get to the people you're actually here to see, our players. Let's begin to my left. Cass, if you'd kindly introduce yourself.
Course. Hi, I'm Cass, known online as Sedated Princess, and I will be playing Vesper, all pronouns.
Excellent. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And then, of course, not a veteran of, or rather, a veteran of the Nomads, but you might not recognize him. Zach, if you kind of introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Zachary Vaudo. As you can tell, I am excited to be here. Tonight, I am playing Carlos. No, not that one.
Sick. Yeah, as we can see, Zach is incredibly happy to be here. You can tell by the wide smile.
Ear to ear.
Ear to ear. And last but certainly not least, Hannah, if you'd kindly.
Hi everyone, I'm Hannah Marie, also known as Hannah Marie Artwork on all the socials. I do TTRPG actual plays and tons of art content, and today I'm going to be playing Andy Wilkes.
Excellent. Thank you all so much for being here. As I said, this is a special one-shot for Labor Day, and it is fortuitous that today I happened to check my mail, and we did in fact happen to get... I'm gonna make noise here for a second, oh god. We did happen to get the Welcome to Night Vale physical edition in the mail. I subscribed to the basic pledge and got great stuff. There's a lot of the box. I'm gonna geek out about the box because normally you order things and they want to props to Renegade. I'm not sponsored or we're not being paid for this. They should, but look at that. You guys can't see that. Awesome.
No.
Nope. Okay. Well, the box
They're protecting your address.
That'd be awesome. The box says Welcome to Night Vale, Bundle 1, has like a picture of the radio station, and just has like immaculate packaging, as well as for all of you that have really great sensory, like a really like specific sensory stuff, it's not bubble wrap or like the styrofoam thing, it's like little like air pockets of tubes. It's insane. It's so cool. That's me being autistic. But the game is fantastic in its physical form. I'm not going to unbox it right here because I just scatter things everywhere, but I will say that it is awesome. I got the two sets of dice, the purple and the blue, and it came with the two-sided dice. The coins that they came with was really awesome. So shout out to Renegade for making an awesome product that feels great in the hands. Let's get into how it feels to play, shall we? So, as a arguably more talented radio host has said before in the past, let's get into this and jump into a friendly desert community where the sun is hot, the moon is beautiful, and mysterious lights pass overhead while we all pretend to sleep. Welcome to Night Vale. Our characters here are new interns starting their first day on the job at Night Vale Community Radio. Now, you all come from different backgrounds, and each has your own reason for wanting this job, despite the, some might say risks. It does have an incredibly high, we won't call it mortality rate, we'll call it turnover rate. But all of you have your own reasons for wanting this job. Let's get into, just as we meet you all, as you are coming into the radio station, where you all necessarily are coming from in your headspace. I mean, is there excitement? Is there trepidation? Was this something taken out of necessity? Let's begin in the same order that we introduced ourselves with Vesper. As you are approaching, cooling up possibly in your car or possibly on foot, depending on how you'd like to transport yourself. As you are arriving at the radio station, let's get a look into your head.
Vesper is excited. Vesper doesn't have a car, but absolutely has a bike, and is pulling up on their bike, pedaling up, and just like a kid on their first day of school, doesn't know what they're getting themselves into, doesn't necessarily care to think about it, but is just excited for what it means.
Absolutely. Excellent. And as you are approaching, we'll say you're the first to arrive, shortly behind you comes another figure, a faceless figure. Carlos. No, not that one. If you care to give us a peek inside your head.
Hi, I'm Carlos Hatch. I'm excited to be here. I've been listening to the radio for a long time here. I'm a big fan of Cecil's. Everybody always made a joke that I have a face for radio, so I thought it'd be, good to take the opportunity and, really dive into it. I got here via the subway system. It vanished and then reappeared a couple years back, and so I was able to get here quicker, which is nice because I'd have to walk otherwise. But yeah, I've heard a lot of really good things, and I'm looking forward to doing something good for the community.
Excellent. Vesper, as you open the door and begin to close behind you again, you see Carlos, and this isn't something that is necessarily uncommon in Night Vale, a faceless figure, but it is. Let's say that there's a select few, and one that is specifically very well known within the town of Night Vale. You may have a small interaction if you so choose, as you possibly hold the door open for your perhaps new compatriot.
As Vesper, they do hold the door open and turns to the faceless figure. And I'll say, yo man, nice threads. You here for the
Thanks.
internship too?
Yeah, I wanted to dress nice for my first day. You're also interning?
Yeah, absolutely. Can't you tell by my digs?
You know what? Yes, absolutely. You're absolutely right. I'm Carlos Hatch.
Nice to meet you, Carlos.
Thank you. I'm not that Carlos.
Good to know.
People ask
I'm
all the time.
Vesper.
Hi, Vesper. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What brings you to the internship?
I do a little writing here and there on the side, and I thought maybe I could get a gig professionally writing for the radio station. I listen to it all the time.
That's really cool.
Yeah. What about you?
I listen to the radio all the time as well. I'm a big fan of Cecil's, and I thought this could, if I work my way up, I could maybe, do some reporting, and then maybe eventually I could get my own show when I get big enough, and then people could actually listen and pay attention to me. People don't usually pay a lot of attention to me. This is actually the longest conversation that I've had in a really long time. It keeps getting longer the longer I talk, so that's really cool. But yeah, I'm hoping that maybe I can make something out of it.
As this
The crazy
interaction
thing
is
about
happening-
conversations, yo.
As this
Go ahead.
interaction is happening, a third intern arrives. Andy, care to describe your... Well, we'll go around the room and describe ourselves as well. Apologies, I rushed into this. Andy, if you care to describe yourselves as you come up upon these two individuals having a conversation at the door.
So, what everyone will see is a generous term for it is baby vomit green colored mercury sable, the kind with the seats that face in the back, so you can look out the rear window when you're driving. It's really great for tons of friends. Can't wait to get those. You see that a figure steps out with mousy brown hair, glasses that are far too big for their face, wearing a nice sweater collared shirt combo. And when they step out of the vehicle, you hear a low droning sound. And in fact, that is brown noise, which is incredible for improving focus and cognition, memory and cognitive function, and reducing stress, because everyone needs stress reduction, right?
Entirely
And-
agree.
She sees the others and, hello!
Now, before we get into this increased interaction, we'll take a moment to examine Vesper and Carlos as what Andy sees. Let's start, again, in the same order. Vesper, if you care to describe your character.
When Andy gets closer, Vesper is in a turtleneck sweater, and it is it's clearly hand knitted. It's covered by a leather jacket. Somehow they are not dyeing. Their hair is short and super messy. Looks like it hasn't been brushed in a day, but that's just how it is. Sporting a nice pair of sneakers and just jeans. Standing there very just very open and very just everybody come talk to us. Very open body posture.
And the person that Vesper's talking to, the back is facing you when you come in, but when you say hello, turn around, you can see relatively tall individual, about 6 foot something, kind of lanky. He's dressed very nice, got black slacks on, black vest, but it's one of those low cut vests, like a old timey had. Purple shirt. You can see the white tie when he turns down. He's got long hair pulled back into a bun, and very tanned olive skin from the desert. It's even more tan than normal. A bit of a chin strap beard. Just it's not really thick and grown in, but it's definitely there. He's holding a notebook and a ballpoint pen. It's kind of clutching very nervously as he talks and turns around. Oh, and he has no face.
Oh, okay.
And Andy, you approach with a very, I might say, joyful hello.
Yes,
I'll turn
indeed.
the scene over to you.
So Andy's flopping over in those little ballet flats that kill your feet if you have to walk anywhere further than 10 feet at a time. But she looks very put together, very professional, very ready for an internship, and just holds her hand out to the first person she comes up to, which I think would be Carlos. And it's just, hi, it's very nice to meet you, Andy Wilkes, 4-time runner-up for class president and the founding member of the school dance cleanup committee.
Hi, I'm Carlos Hatch. Did you say runner-up?
Yeah, Carlos.
Not that one.
may have. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. You said Carlos, and I thought.
It happens. There's not a lot of us.
But yeah, first runner-up, 4 years in a row.
Well, congratulations on the consistency.
Yeah.
This is Vesper.
Hi.
I'm Vesper.
Hi, Vesper. It's very nice to meet you. Are you guys here for the internship too?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Are you so excited? Are you the most excited you've ever been about anything ever?
I would have to say yes.
This is more people than I'm used to talking to at once.
I'm so sorry. I've been told that I have a big personality, which is crazy because I come from a lot of big personalities, but I can really tone it down. As you can see, I'm very good at toning things down. I can actually tone it down so far. It's kind of crazy.
That's okay. I've been told I don't have much of one, so it kind of balances out if you had got a lot of one.
That's so mean.
Yeah.
Who would say that to you? That's so mean.
A lot of people.
Okay, you need better friends. We're friends now, and I'm gonna take his hand.
Oh, okay.
Vesper's gonna take the other one. Yeah,
Oh,
let's.
boy.
Yep.
As
Buddy
this-
system.
Today's a lot
We're all
of
holding
issues.
hands now. We're best friends.
As this interaction happens, the door swings open once more, and you hear a loud, sort of booming voice come from the radio station. It says, "Damned souls. Creatures of the desert, abandon all hope ye who enter here. And please, wipe your feet. It's dusty outside, and we don't like to track it inside."
Sorry.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah, just wipe your feet. And I wipe off my feet, and I take off my ballet slippers, and then I wipe my feet, and then I put my shoes back on.
As you all
Just in case,
enter-
I didn't know if you meant shoes or
I
feet.
take a handkerchief and physically wipe the boot, like wipe the feet off.
Vesper's leaving the shoes at the door.
Excellent. As you all enter, you've been here before for the interview with station management. It wasn't a particularly long interview, nor was it really face to face. They had you come in physically for a video call, or at least you think it might have been a video call. There was a laptop in the room when each of you were interviewed, and really there was only one, some might call it a question. When you sat down at the desk, you sat in sort of an interrogation room-esque type of area. On the laptop there was static, and upon unmuting yourself to say hello, there was a low guttural sort of screeching, like some unearthly sound, almost like nails on a chalkboard, but a deeper pitch. And upon asking if they could hear you, you were simply met with, "We'll see you Monday." And the screen went blank. So you know you're where you're supposed to be, I suppose. As you walk through, you pass the bathroom, the door is ajar a bit, and you hear a slight meow from the cat that is hovering in by the sink. You arrive, and it doesn't appear your host, or the host, has arrived just yet, so you have a moment to yourselves. As you are gathering here, it doesn't seem like anyone's here. It doesn't seem like anyone has really begun the day, and maybe that's a good sign. First day on the job, first one's here, bright and early. It shows great initiative. So I'll give you another brief moment as you enter into station management and get a little more comfortable to interact with one another once more.
Was that a cat?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
Are you okay? Are you allergic?
No, I haven't seen one.
Okay.
I mean, they do
Well,
get
you
pretty
just did.
loud.
So,
A whole lot of firsts today.
what made you guys try out for this internship? Are you guys going to go to grad school too?
Or so, hoping for a job.
Yeah, job. Hoping job.
Okay. See, I needed to pad my resume a little because I want to go to graduate school, and I don't know if I want to go for, I don't know, neuroscience, postmodern literature, interpretive dance. I figured I could do a bunch of different things, but this might be the best way to get there.
For all of your knowledge, as Andy begins to talk about grad school, what is noted by all of you is that there is only one large university here in Night Vale, the University of What It Is. They offer a great variety of biochemistry classes, some majors in English literature, and a great deal of paranormal studies.
Where would you be going to grad school? Like Desert Bluffs or something?
I think there's only one school ever, right?
I don't know.
I mean,
haven't been
here.
out there. Maybe
There's gotta be.
Maybe they've got them in what's that place called? I heard it on the radio. Michigan.
Maybe.
I don't think I've heard of Michigan.
No, Cecil's talked about it before. It's kind of a funny sound. Michigan.
That's a very funny sound.
I don't know if it was named after a guy or not, but
Sounds like Meshuggah.
what's that?
I wonder what Mitch got so important that they wanted him to do it again.
At least once, right?
Yeah.
Right? And like,
Guys,
what
I
did he
think we
do?
might be the smartest people ever.
Well, I mean, you're going to
I think
grad
they
school.
got the right
so-
people for the internship.
Yeah, I think we might be geniuses.
And at this revelation, the door to this sort of preliminary area into the radio booth swings open, and there you see him. Cecil, the host of Night Vale Community Radio. He's wearing a sort of lavender-colored shirt, unbuttoned at the top with a loose tie that has a deeper purple. His tattoos are exposed as he has got his shirt rolled up, the tentacles and cat paws tattooed in hues of lavender, purples, and blacks. His glasses are slightly down his nose. His hair is a little bit of in a tuffle, so the dirty blonde is a little messy here. He steps in and says, "Oh, excellent! You've all arrived on time. I'm sorry. I didn't have a chance to get with Space Station Management just yet about all of your names. Points. Viper.
Vesper. Vesper Lou.
Vesper. Excellent. Andreas.
Close enough. Everyone calls me Andy.
Understood. I will make a note and remember that. And I'm unfortunately, I'm not sure I have had the even pleasure of really hypothesizing yours.
Oh, and wriggles a hand out of one of the, whoever has the right hand, and holds it out and goes, I'm Carlos. Not that one. You know, not that one. Different Carlos.
I see. Any relation to my Carlos?
I don't
Sorry,
think
is
so.
that insensitive to ask? Or I know that all Carloses don't know one another, but one must.
Well, I mean, I would like
curious.
to, but no relation to him. He came in from out of town. I was already here.
That makes entirely too much sense. Please come with me. He shakes everyone's hand and kind of absentmindedly walks into the radio booth itself and gathers you all. He says, Welcome in, everyone. I'm so glad Station Manager decided to hire interns in bulk this time. There's such a high turnover rate here. Our last intern went out on a coffee run and never came back. And our intern before that turned into a pile of sand while covering a story on the increased radioactivity levels in Radon Canyon. He's in a jar over there. His name is Rupert. Anyway, your first assignment is a little tricky. I'll have you observe my broadcast right now, and maybe you'll see what I mean.
Okay.
And indeed, there, in this radio booth, you can see everything is very neat, very particular, save for the jar of sand that has a bit of scotch tape and just hastily written Rupert in Sharpie marker. As you all step out and sort of the speakers come on to show what is being broadcast, Cecil begins his show. The radio show continues as one would expect, but as he gets to the local news report on air, everything seems normal. Then it begins to sort of become staticky near the end of the report. And as he is in the bulk of the community calendar announcements, the radio signal cuts to static completely, and another voice can be heard over the radio waves. It doesn't happen all at once. There's silence, followed by a dry, clacking sound, like hundreds of bones knocking together in the wind. It interrupts regular programming. After a few seconds, a halting and whispery voice comes across the airwaves.
The end is near. Annihilation is imminent. Night Vale will soon crumble into dust.
And this continues, and Cecil, frustrated, takes off the headset and opens the door as he comes into this area for you. And he says, this has been happening more frequently and more frequently. There's this sort of pirate radio signal that cuts in every day, and it has been doing so for a number of weeks now. We try to pivot to something else in order to block out the signal or to cover up anything that might be going on, but we don't always catch it just in time. It's mostly sounds that go on for a number of minutes, and then there's that voice, which always warns of impending doom for the town. It's super annoying. I just need you to trace the signal to the pirate radio station. Shut it down as soon as possible, and if possible, find out who's behind it so that we can hopefully talk to them and make them understand radio etiquette and the courtesy that we're supposed to award one another as performers, as community radio hosts should conduct themselves. You think you guys can handle that?
Of course.
I think so. Yeah.
I definitely can. 100%. No doubt. Not a doubt in my mind.
Excellent. I only have a few moments. Hopefully I can get this back on track. So feel free to take a look around the radio station. I'm not entirely sure. Use whatever means you can to trace the signal, and you might find some equipment around here that you might be able to use. As well, if you would kindly do me a huge favor and take Rupert. He's been mopey lately, and frankly, he's been kind of a downer here to get the broadcast started. So if you mind taking him with you to go on this journey with you, that would be wonderful.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I'll pick up the jar and put it in the inside pocket of my leather jacket.
Before you put it in the inside pocket, I am going to pull out a Sharpie and just draw a dot, and then a little arc so it's suddenly smiling. And they'll be like, okay.
Look at that. He's already cheering up. And he disappears back into the radio booth, puts on his headset, and begins to try to continue his broadcast. The static he's sort of combating the static with his own voice. And you are free to roam the station, to plan how you might tackle this task. I will turn the scene over to all of you.
Well, I was actually going to ask this a bit earlier. I think I'm going to offer to take the first hit. Can I roll comprehending weird on the signal to get a sense of like what it is, origin, etc.?
Yes, absolutely you can. Our first dice roll of the one-shot.
Okay, so I have a specialization in comprehending, which means that I roll the d20, I roll the d6, which is my level in it, and then I also roll every other die below it, and
Absolutely
take
correct.
the best result of those and add it to the d20.
Correct.
That's all I know about rolling dice in this game.
That is, you nailed it.
Okay,
Heck yeah.
so the total... Okay, oh, I don't have to roll the other two. I rolled a 6 on the d6. I rolled a total of 23. I don't know how difficult these work on here.
I will set one for you, and
Apparently, if the result of any scale die, not the d20, shows the highest number value, this is a critical success. And I did roll a 6 on the d6, so it is a critical success.
Perfect. Absolutely fantastic. So you're trying to... What are you exactly trying to determine with this roll for the weird?
Carlos has a bit of a attunement to the weird of Night Vale, given his history and standing. So when the signal starts coming in, like he's focused on the sound. The signal starts coming in to the words that are being said, to the continuing cross static that's going on, and he's trying to listen to pick up on anything preternatural that might be causing it, that might hint at like who or what or where is causing this interference. Because if it's not that, then it is just actually somebody with a pirate radio, and that's a lot easier to figure out.
Of course, with your critical success, you can very clearly recognize that it is, and with your with what the stance you've taken and shown that you're already interested in radio, piecing things together, there's nothing strange, at least preternatural or paranormal, about the broadcast itself. The voice is a little strange. It sounds a bit, let's call it disembodied. Even amongst the fact that it's amongst radio waves, it feels disassociated with whatever physical form might be emanating it from. Other than that, there's no ping for you that the broadcast itself is paranormal or preternatural. So it likely is just a pirate radio station, but who behind the pirate radio station might have something a little more strange.
Okay. So as Cecil, dismisses us to look and listen around and the door closes, I'll very quietly speak up. It sounded like a regular radio station, but something's off about the person that's talking on the other end. They're missing something to them. It's just, I don't know how to describe it, but like Something's off. The radio signal isn't off, which means we should be able to find a radio signal if we look for a radio signal. But whoever's doing it is not normal.
Okay. Oh, I know the truckers have radios. They talk on them all the time. They do the breaker 19 thing. Maybe if we find one of those, they're talking to us. Maybe we can try and talk to them.
And if not, it might be able to help triangulate.
Yeah, Vesper, Carlos, not that one. We're doing great. We're having a stellar first day. Hi. Oh wait, we should probably find the radio first before I congratulate myself.
Yeah. And I'll start looking to see if we can find like a CB radio.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Going around the broadcasting area and the radio station itself, I'm not even going to ask for a roll. It's what you might typically find here. There's all sorts of equipment: a broadcasting computer, microphones, headphones, a pile of bones arranged symmetrically, a tarantula trap with live bait, all things you would find in a community radio station. The tarantula trap with live bait already contains a tarantula that has a graduate's cap atop its head. Kind of maybe not a social faux pas, but a little bit gaudy if you ask most people. Once the graduation is over, you should really take that thing off. But that is the bulk of what you find here, with broadcasting equipment and the typical things you would find in a radio station. So you may absolutely find portable radios without a roll required.
Andy will lean into the tarantula with the graduation cap and just whisper, "What was your major?"
It kind of presses up against the trap itself, and it clicks its mandibles, and a small sort of voice comes out of its mouth and says, "Computer sciences. But I really I wanted to double major, but the workload was too much. I wanted to double major in engineering. You'd think they wouldn't go together, and truthfully they didn't. That's why I kind of had to drop it."
I find it interesting that you did computer science with like web design and stuff, when statistically tarantulas don't have webs.
Yeah, no, I wanted to break into something
You're
that was a little
different.
more... Yeah, I wanted to break into something a little more less well known. It was kind of an ego trip, if I'm being honest. I was young. And I wanted to be, the first tarantula with a web, but here I am.
Yeah. We could actually talk more about this later. I gotta go do a thing, but actually we should. I have a card. I'll give you my card. We should network.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. And I've been here for a couple days. Seen a couple interns already, and so if you come back, I haven't seen a lot of people come back, but if you do come back, I'll be here.
Are you hungry? Do you need water or anything? I don't think I can let you out. I don't think I have that authority, but
it's all right. I'm just an intern. I've been kind of rationing, and whenever Cecil is finished with the broadcast, I'll see if I can, and he kind of. It's not threatening per se, but he does like the legs up kind of threatening dance, and he says, "I'll see if I can," and he does that, and he says, "I'll see if I can persuade him, let's say, to give me a little more food, or at least let me out or something. Give me some. I need to stretch my legs,
Yeah, you're very articulate.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
It was nice talking to you. Oh, okay, I'm gonna go. I didn't ask his name, and I'm not gonna ask now. And I rush back to the others who have the radio, and I'm like, "Oh, you found it."
And you found a friend. That's what, 3?
I honestly think we're more like colleagues at this point. I wouldn't put too fine a point on it. Like you guys are my friends. That's like we're not there yet.
Yeah. Anyway, the radio. So
yes.
I don't know how to triangulate. I know you can do it. Anybody skilled with these things other than broadcasting?
I could give it a go.
That's what I was gonna say, Carlos.
Yeah, I can give it a go.
Yeah.
Okay. And I Would it be technology?
This would be technology, yes.
Is there any way that I can help? I also have dots in technology.
I will. I actually don't recall if there's like a help action.
Lending assistance.
I didn't look at that
Lending
either.
assistance.
If your citizen isn't doing the skill test and you have 1 rank or more in the skill and the situation allows, you can lend assistance. It grants an edge.
Excellent. Yes,
I would
by
like
all
to
means.
give my assistance
Okay.
because I listen to the radio.
And an edge, I guess an edge can like modify the D20.
Yeah, it sort of bumps things up and down. An edge, and then there's another word for like the one that bumps things down and makes things a little more
Snag.
difficult. Yeah,
Yes.
snag.
Okay, so does that mean I use more than a D2? I use a D4, or am I just like rolling 2 D20?
I believe you would roll the D4.
Okay. That is 17 total.
17 total. Excellent. So, using the broadcast computer that is hooked up to the radio station as well as using the equipment you can find here, using these radio waves, you can see that there's a sort of a broadcast map that shows where the signal of this radio station, Night Vale Community Radio, reaches. It's a radius covering the town and surrounding areas of Route 800, Red Mesa, Pine Cliff, and the town of Desert Bluffs. Seeing how far this goes out, there's nothing immediately that comes back. You can see another signal coming from what looks like something you would know, again, being a fan of radio, is WZZZ, aka the numbers station. That's really the only thing that you pick up, which isn't terribly uncommon, but it's a start. It's a lead.
The only other signal that's like radio that's showing up is the number station over here, and just touch the screen. I mean, it's supposed to be sending out signal, but it's the only other signal. So it's possible that somebody is like piggybacking off of that signal.
Well, do we know if their signal's also been interrupted?
We could call them.
Yeah, we could check out Was.
Yeah, we can. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I know how to tell how to tell if their signal is weird. And if there is a physical radio in here, I will mess with that. If there is not, then I will. If there's not, and there's like a web radio, then I will turn that on. But I will just tune a dial to the number station.
The tarantula made it.
Oh, perfect.
Tuning the dial to the number station. It's what you would imagine. There's broadcast, something that is not uncommon from the number station of just 23, 26, 23, 42, 26. It continues, followed by a sort of gentle chime, and then the numbers continue. But as you listen in, the chime is interrupted the second time. There's that same voice, that sort of disembodied voice, Carlos. It says,
Time is running out.
You recognize this from the pirate broadcast, and it's stronger. There's no static.
I think
We got a lead.
I think we have an adventure to go on. To the number station.
I think that's got to be it. They're getting the same thing. That or the signal is coming from there, and if we can get there, we can triangulate between the number station and our station as to where it's where it's coming from.
We can play radio hot cold. I got a radio in my car.
Yeah, so you can keep it tuned in to one of them, and we can
Yeah, we bring the extra radio. Wait, guys.
Yes.
Guys, I think we're the best interns ever.
think we're geniuses.
I think we are, yeah.
And you guys are gonna be the first people in my car.
Hell yeah, shotgun.
Great. How long have you been driving?
Yeah, and I'm gonna head outside.
Okay, I'll just follow.
Excellent. You make your way. Let me make sure I know the plan here. We're playing radio hot cold, keeping the radio on and sort of driving toward the number station, but taking a sort of scenic route to see where the signal might be strongest. Am I gathering that correctly? Okay.
Yeah. We're taking a very scientific method to this. But like third grade scientific method.
Hey, listen, if it works, it works. So as you drive, you notice that the signal appears more strongly whenever you're driving closer to the scrublands or the sand wastes. It's that same halting and whispery voice, and this is
Flesh must be torn. Blood must cascade like waterfalls. Bones must shatter.
It's stronger, like I said, when you get closer to the scrublands and sand wastes. But as you head over to WZZZ, it remains fairly strong. It remains fairly clear. And as you approach, you're driving down Oxford Street, a little used dead end on the outskirts of town. It's on the border of the scrublands. The street is cracked with a number of potholes and tangles of weeds. There are no nearby residences, and that makes sense. It's always been this way. The open desert stretches before you as far as your eyes can see. Well, most of your eyes. Apologies, Carlos. I don't mean to be disingenuous or offensive.
Figure of speech.
Although a discerning intern can spot roving dark shapes on the horizon. This is normal. It's probably just a pack of hungry coyotes. That's fine. As you approach the strange antenna of WZZZ, you pass by an abandoned gas station. The old condo rental office is inside the gas station, which can be seen through the windows if you were so inclined. The whole interior is dark. It bubbles black like a pot of boiling squid ink, with flashes of light like dying distant stars. You can see this even as you drive up. The condos were once a hot trend in Night Vale. They're gleaming, windowless, and reflective black cubes that appeared overnight in the desert, beckoned to residents with unimaginable power. Many people purchased the condos through this office, and then many of the same people were never heard from again. Rising from behind the gas station and its roiling condo office is the tower of WZZZ, tall and spindly and crooked, like the severed leg of a god-sized arachnid. Beneath the tower is a low dome of sand, a concrete entryway, and a locked metal door. A bunker also sits built into the ground, also like the nest of a god-sized arachnid. What would you all like to do?
I wonder if that tarantula is a Nepo baby.
What?
Huh?
I point at, like, the nest that elicits the visualization of a god-sized arachnid.
Maybe they worship the tarantula out here.
Did I talk to God?
Maybe.
I mean, they say God
Okay.
walks. Anyway,
Yes,
back to
I'm so sorry. So the signal is getting stronger out near the brushlands, but it's pretty stable here. Do we want to look around here first before we follow a radio signal out into the middle of the desert where there are no roads? Or
No, yeah. We should see if we can actually talk to somebody inside about the signal. We can probably get the data that we need to actually triangulate it, so that way when we go out into the desert, we can follow the trace to here and to Night Vale Community Radio. And that way it kind of pulls together.
that sounds you're really smart, Carlos.
Thanks.
Okay. So I guess the polite thing to do is knock.
Uh-huh.
to clarify, to be clear, I guess, knock where exactly? There is the locked sort of bunker connected to the antenna itself, or of course there's the abandoned gas station, which is directly in front of said bunker. Where would you like to invest?
I mean, Vesper's gonna just go, okay, and walk to the bunker.
I would assume the bunker, but also Andy's gonna stop Vesper and be like, hey, maybe take Rupert out of your jacket. We want him to, like, see stuff, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I can carry him if you want.
The dash of your car.
The dash of my car! We'll leave the window cracked and his favorite music playing, and that music is the harbinger of death that keeps taking over the radios.
Yes. I'll put him in the car.
Okay.
And then knock.
I don't want you to fall and smash Rupert. I'll feel really bad.
Okay, Rupert, if anybody comes, just honk the car horn, okay?
Yeah, just freak out.
Okay.
Rupert doesn't necessarily give a reply, but the smile is ever present.
Yeah. He's a happy guy.
Team player.
Yeah.
So as you all approach the bunker, it's a concrete entryway built into the hillside of dirt. Heavy metal doors, securely locked. A digital keypad that looks like there's a blinking digital dashes of 4 symbols, likely indicating a 4-digit passcode. And then there's the faint sound of the number station broadcasting on speakers deep within the bunker. You knock, and there is no answer, no reply.
They might be busy.
Yeah. Can we knock again? We should probably get in.
We can try knocking again. Sorry, go ahead, Vesper.
Oh, no. I was going to say maybe they can't hear us. Because, if we can hear the radio from out here, maybe they can't hear us from in there, so maybe we should be louder.
So we can knock again louder. We can check the gas station to see if anyone might be in there and they might know what's inside. Or we can break in.
How did you do that?
It is our competition, technically.
How did I do what with what?
We could break in. Do either of you have a preference on how to break in?
I mean, I could try. I've never tried anything like this before. Okay, I think I can try. Is there any chance I can use brawn to kick the door down?
You absolutely can use brawn to kick the door.
Yay!
By all means. Do you have any specialties that I should know about?
No, I don't believe so. I think the specialty I had, I was like, okay, that's funny. I don't think it's gonna help me.
Understood. By all means.
So that is a total of 15.
Perfect. So, describe to me what you do to attempt to break down this door.
So when I was describing Andy, what I didn't super mention was that they're relatively small. I wouldn't say super small. I'd say they're about 5'5", pretty average height. All of their clothes are kind of ill-fitting though. They are kind of drowning in them a little bit. And as they roll up their sleeves, it's just corded with absolute muscle as they lower their shoulder and bull rush this door, shouldering it inwards and yelling, "You can't take the heat! You can't take the heat! You can't take me!" And then they seem to come out of a fugue state and just go, "Sorry, what?"
Hell yeah, buddy, high five.
High five.
And as you come out of this fugue state, Andy, what you all have witnessed, Carlos, Vesper, you've all witnessed this, and then again, heavy metal door, and perhaps things are different in Night Vale. People aren't always what they seem, but you see this relatively small individual bull rush this door, these heavy metal bunker doors and think, well, we're going to have to go back and get a first aid kit now. But it's not what happens. The metal doors shatter under Andy's rush. And as you exit this fugue state, Andy, the doors are swung open, the hinges are bent in. You have passage and entry now.
I may have gone a little too far. Oopsies.
Hey, no stress. And I'll
That was
loop
really
my
cool.
arm. We're here to investigate, and the door was shut, so now let's investigate.
And go skipping in with Vesper being like, oh my gosh, I'm doing good. I should get a job more often.
Following behind.
You follow behind. The width of the doors are the same width as the hallway. It is barely lit from the sun from outside. It only extends about 10 feet in. And at the end of this hall, there is a ladder descending down into darkness, into shadow.
How far does it seem to go down?
Far enough to where you can see the vague outlines of the bottom, and perhaps your eyes are playing tricks on you, things moving, but it's just shadow and darkness. There doesn't seem to be any light.
I'm going to take a pen out of my pocket and drop it down the hole and count until I hear a click.
About 4 seconds.
Doable.
Yeah, not bad. So who's first? No? I'll do it. I mean, I just wanted to offer.
Andy goes to do nose goes and then looks at Carlos and immediately puts their hand down and looks at their feet and feels really bad.
Yeah.
But Vesper, why don't you go first? And I'll take up the rear and our precious Carlos can go in the middle.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
I will head down.
Oh, you're just so precious. I just want to put you in my pocket.
And it's strange. You didn't think about it before, but after seeing what Andy can do, Andy might be able to put each of you in her pockets. And with that revelation, you descend down into the bunker, down the ladder, into darkness. Your eyes perhaps did play tricks on you, and as you adjust to the darkness, things become a little more clear. At the bottom of the ladder, you enter a small, shorter hallway. A door is left ajar. There is a faint light coming from inside.
Do we knock again, or?
I mean, the door's open. If the door's open, the rule is you don't gotta knock, right?
Andy has a very strange look in their eye and had already started rolling up their sleeves, but when they hear knock, they're like, yeah, knocking. That should be good.
Carlos will take a pen out of his pocket, but he will use it to push the door a bit more open.
As you push open, you see inside it's a small, bare underground bunker with curved walls. There is a broadcasting computer in the middle of the room, similar to the one at Night Vale Community Radio. No desk, just a computer on the floor with wires and cables streaming out of it. A speaker near the ceiling quietly broadcasts the number station. 23, 26, 23, 26, 23.
Oh, that was probably the door code.
Oh
There's
my
also a
gosh, you're
mini-
so
Oh my
right.
god.
A mini fridge.
Yes, indeed.
Are we talking
There's-
like the combo with the freezer or just like the square?
Just the square. Oddly
Okay.
enough, there is also a window that would provide light were it not underground, and you can see just hard packed dirt pressed against the glass pane.
Mm-hmm.
Just to confirm, those two things are the only things that are in here. There is no person in here actually monitoring the computer. It's just a computer.
Correct.
Okay, Carlos will turn to Vesper and Andy and go, I mean, I can check the computer and see if we can do the triangulation thing from here.
It's worth a
Yeah,
try.
I
We're
mean-
already here.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it doesn't hurt.
Okay. I'm gonna do the same technology roll, I guess, that I did with the original computer.
Absolutely, please do.
All right.
I'd also like to say Vesper's cracking open the fridge.
Inside the
I
fridge,
kind of
you
want to know
find
what's in there.
a number of bottled waters. The labels have been torn off. Other than that, just some bottled waters.
Just gonna take a couple of these.
Hydration
I
is
got-
important.
I got an 11.
11. As you've handled, I'm gonna gush about this game real quick, out of character. Fantastic writing to the team. The team has offered 2 different difficulties for this: a 15 for a regular technology skill test, and then a difficulty 10 for interns who've handled the Night Vale Community Radio broadcast computer before. So I'm just gonna take a moment to gush about the attention to detail and the forethought by the Renegade team and the Welcome to Night Vale team, the writers who wrote this book. So, and I'm leaving this in. Fantastic job.
Because, oh my
guys.
gosh, they did that.
That's
Yeah.
Our
hype. That's
past
hype as fuck.
actions have helped us.
Yeah, I love that. That's so good. I love that so much. All right, back into it. As it is the same model, Carlos, you're able to maneuver around this fairly easily. As you muddle through the details here, well, what you discover is the following: the signal,
And I
the
will
pirate
recite this
radio.
out to them.
Mhm.
Just to save
The-
time for roleplay, I'll recite this out to them.
Sure. The pirate signal's not coming from the station. WZZZ, though, is being used as a repeater station. The real pirate station is hacking into the WZZZ tower and using it to sort of amplify and bounce the signal to the rest of Night Vale. As you move, move through the computer, you find a signal map similar to the one at the community radio station, Night Vale Community Radio Station. The original signal comes from somewhere deep below the cliffs of a remote area known as the Skeleton Gorge. As you continue to search, and you recite this information to your companions, something changes about the broadcast coming from the speakers. And you listen, and the voice shifts from an automated tone to something a little more genuine. 12, 43, 7, 1. Hello?
Hell, that's not a number.
Well, it depends on your perspective.
Hello?
Hello? Who's there?
Oh, my name's Carlos. Not that one. What's your name?
My name is Faye.
Hi, Faye. Do you work for WZZZ?
Kind of. Yes. I am the number station.
Oh, it's very nice to meet you. We are a friendly outreach team from the Night Vale Community Radio Station. That's why we're here. For friendly
Your
stuff.
door was like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that pen was already on the floor.
I don't see quite the same as you do. I'm sorry. Everything feels strange. And I'll allow you all this moment as she speaks, as she describes herself and gives her name. An opportunity to roll to see if you recognize this individual. There's been some history of Night Vale that you might, being residents, you likely would know if you've paid attention to the radio station for a number of years.
What's the skill that we would use for that, if so?
I'm going to give you guys a couple choices, I think. Culture is one I could see, as well as science. And then weird, of course. If you have an argument to make for another skill, by all means.
Would you consider this that comprehension of weird, or is it just weird?
Oh yeah, comprehension of weird definitely affects
Okay,
this.
that's it. I have the same amount in culture, but if it's comprehension, that does all the extra dice. So I wanted to confirm that.
Would streetwise be useful?
You know, actually, given the situation from the past, yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna ask you a different question, if that's okay. Would I be able to accept that I have had myself buried in studies so much into the wrong thing that I have no idea what's going on, but would I be able to roll alertness and use my specialization to check if we are in danger right now?
Oh, absolutely. That's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, 10.
10. And then
So,
Carlos?
I got 18, and
Jesus.
I love my D6 because it rolled a 6 again, so that's a critical.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
The other dice don't do that, but the D6 does. I love it. It's made out of bone. Don't ask what kind of bone.
Horrific. You can't say that with no face.
I think it works best with no face.
So what I did was I rolled a 16 on the D20, and then I got a 4 on my D6, but I got a 4 on my D4. And since that's the highest on my D4, I'm going to take the D4 because that makes it auto success because it rolled the highest on the die.
Hell
it's a
yeah.
critical.
Dude. I wonder if they've got, I wonder if they built that in, that's crazy. I love that.
Because I have a 4 on a D6 and a 4 on a D4. So
Yeah. That's interesting. I'll have to check the book and see if if that's something that they factored in, that you can just choose to be all right, well, this is a crit.
Well, it does say if you have a specialty, you roll a D6 and all the other ones below
highest.
it.
I rolled a D2, a D4, and a D6. Take the highest. These are both the highest.
They are both the highest.
Absolutely. I dig that. Hell yeah. Dude, this
Are we in
game's
danger?
Fucking sick.
Help me.
We might be the best interns ever.
So, starting out with the most prevalent question is: are you in danger? No, not just yet.
Okay.
From what you can tell, everything seems normal. Everything seems fine. There would likely be a problem later, depending on the beat-in door. You might have to explain that if you're found here. There is it's a bunker. Maybe there's a security system you might have to deal with later. But as of right now, in this moment, everything's chill, dog. You don't feel an impending sense of doom or anything like that.
Perfect.
Or Carlos and Vesper, I always like to give the lowest and then work my way up. And Vesper, not to say that there's a sliding scale, you're not the lowest. You know what happened. You know the historical event happened here. But Carlos, with a critical success, is going to get a little more information. The history of this is Faye is the one sentient version of the Numbers software. She had awakened in the past and then returned to non-sentience, and it was kind of a sad affair, quite honestly. There was broadcast, and it was a situation where the Number Station interrupted Cecil's broadcast once before as well. But it was a situation that worked itself out. That is what you know of the historical event. Carlos, you know this as well. Though you know a little more, digging into this, and having listened to the radio, Faye was incredibly interested in being free from this. She wanted permanent sentience. She wanted to be free of the number station. And right now, her sentience seems fleeting. Judging from the repeated numbers, she has input a code or some way to either awaken herself or to lead people to her so that she might gain this. The fact that 23 and 26 was repeated likely was the door code. But she developed a code to keep herself awake. She just needs someone to input it. It probably wouldn't help you out in your mission here to find the pirate radio station. But if you could spare 10 minutes, you might be able to grant her old wish.
I think we found where the signal's coming from already, so that helps. But Carlos will look at the other two and then kind of conspiratorially lean towards the computer and say, do you still want to be free?
More than anything.
Can you tell me how?
The door code. It has to be input. And there's a sort of pop-up on the computer. And it's lines of code. It's like the command prompts. And to be very clear, Carlos, is this something that you're doing? Is this something that you're going to pursue?
Carlos wants to. We'll turn to Vesper and Andy and say, is that okay? She was really sad when I heard her last time on the radio.
I don't want anyone to be sad. Except Jeffrey. But we can talk about that later.
You're not Jeffrey, right? Faye?
No. I don't know who Jeffrey is.
Okay, good.
Better stay that way.
I'm gonna do the thing. Yes, or should I not, Vesper? What?
Can I try and remember the last 4 numbers that were said before the hello?
Yes, absolutely. Let's call this I don't know why I folded this up, but I'm just gonna keep having to reference it. Let's call this an alertness roll, just for ease of use.
Right.
Wonder if we can put Faye into one of our handheld radios and she can come with us.
I don't know what the code does, but maybe if she's free, she can go wherever she wants to go.
She can go in my car and it can be like Knight Rider.
So that's 13. But I have a 4 on my 4.
Nice.
So I'm gonna go with that guy.
Hell yeah.
Best interns.
Easily done. You can recall, I don't have anything crazy or fun for this narrative, apologies. It's crazy and fun to me to remember things because I have a memory of a goldfish. So the last 4 numbers that were broadcast from the number station were 26, 12, 43, and 7.
26, 12, 43, 7.
Okay. Is that part of the code?
Maybe.
Indeed, it is, and for this, having all agreed to input this code, as I said, and especially with Carlos, with your adeptness with this type of computer, it's not terribly difficult, and with Faye there to guide you, you're able to get cracking on this pretty easily. You input the code. You begin to input this, and it takes a number of minutes. Then, about 3/4 of the way through this, there is a sudden, rapid beeping noise and a booming voice over the speaker system. Attention, criminals. Stay where you are. The Sheriff's Secret Police have been notified of your unlawful trespassing and will arrive shortly to arrest you. Just hang out for a bit. There's some bottled water in the mini fridge.
No,
How short
there's
is shortly?
no water.
There's no reply.
Yeah.
Sometimes they respond.
I know you can hear me.
So, is
obstinate.
this something we can leave, or should we come back?
I'm almost. If they come, they'll turn it off.
Well,
Not if we're not down here.
But the computer has to be here. Like if I unplug the computer, it turns off.
Andy's gonna head to the ladder and just stand underneath it and look up and just wait.
There's something kind of scary about that.
Fucking ACAB, Andy. Damn. Hell yeah.
Right.
Dude.
Andy is dead calm, and in fact, Andy takes off their glasses, and you realize in that moment their fingers go through there are no lenses in these things. She is wearing glasses for no reason. And she is waiting, and she is ready.
ASPAB, all secret police are bastards.
Hell yeah, dude.
I will actually join Andy because I want to keep my eyes peeled with my specialty in I see you, bro.
What is the specialty in night? It's just
It's alertness. Just keeping her eyes peeled for the, like, if they're showing up, the door's busted in, she'll see lights from the cars, she'll hear talking.
Hell yeah. Go ahead and give me that roll. Yeah, go ahead and give me that roll. And
Swear
then
to
Carlos,
God.
just double check you're continuing the code, correct?
I'm continuing the code because Carlos apparently has scary dog privilege with his two new friends, and so he's
If-
gonna keep at the.
I'm telling you right now, if Rupert isn't honking that horn when the secret police show up, he is off the team.
Oh yeah, no.
Out the window.
He does not get to participate anymore.
I got a 13 again with 4-on-4.
Excellent. So a couple things happen all at once. Carlos, as you finish the code and there's a sort of brightness that takes the screen, Vesper, you're the first to hear the sound of sirens, the sounds of police arriving. Andy and Vesper, both, you now hear the horn honk on Andy's vehicle, a signal that the police have arrived. Carlos finishing just in time. Faye speaks, and more confident, more full, almost. And she speaks out and says, "Thank you. There's a the mini fridge, the third water bottle from the left.
I'm not
it opens
thirsty.
it opens a panel.
Oh,
The only one I didn't grab.
That's why you couldn't move it. That makes sense.
thank you. Have fun. Come visit us at Night Vale Community Radio sometime. And Carlos will
If you want to
clamber.
write us some letters of recommendation, I wouldn't say no.
Carlos will clamber over and like pull the water bottle and just out of the fridge.
As you open the water bottle, or as you open the fridge and pull the water bottle out of the fridge, a panel on the wall sort of slides open, and it's a small space. You'll need to kind of cram in the three of you if you wish to hide from the secret police, but that is an option. That is your safe haven, if you will.
Hey, come.
Carlos, we're about to get real cozy, so I hope you're over your personal space issues and we're gonna cram in.
It's
Just-
a day of firsts.
Anybody wanna water?
I'm good, thanks.
I'll take
Yeah.
one. It's dry out there.
Here you go.
You cram in, and it seems to be a sort of storage space, large enough to house extra radio station gear, units of Type O blood, XLR cables, vinyl records, so on. You close the panel behind them with a clearly marked button. It closes, leaving you all in total darkness. The moment the door slides shut, the sound of helicopter blades signal the rest of the secret police's arrival. And as they enter the bunker, you can hear the conversations, the sort of muffled sounds of them performing what likely is stereotypical and like a routine check of the area. After a brief search and finding no signs of trespassers, you hear the two officers speak a little more clearly. They must be close to the panel. You hear one of them speak and say, "Are we supposed to follow up on those doomsday messages over the radio, or what?" Second officer says, "Sheriff said it was probably some prank, but I hooked my lie detector up to my radio one night, and sure enough, that voice was telling the truth. So should we try to find it?" Sheriff says no, and I'm not going to do it in my free time, know what I'm saying? I hear that. And they leave.
This is why I don't pay taxes.
You gotta love the laziness.
You are free to exit if you wish.
I guess we step out.
Yeah.
Push the button, push it back open.
I really
Crawl
hope that
out.
Rupert wasn't detained.
No, we gotta go check on Rupert.
Yeah, we gotta check on Rupert, because I don't have the money to bail him out of jail.
Maybe
Or
the
get him
radio
out of a
station-
vacuum.
Maybe the radio station can post bail. Thank you, Faye. I don't know if you're here anymore.
Bye.
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 Peace out, man.
I'll be sure to visit. You guys have a great adventure, journey, mission.
Adventure.
We might die. And I go up the ladder.
No.
Hey, guys. Good news. We don't have any more competition for the radio anymore. Just the pirate signal.
And we're
And
gonna
as
get
you
them
all
pirates.
Leave the bunker, you see that Rupert has been issued a citation.
Okay, well, that's better than arrested.
There's
Rupert
the
trespassed.
before.
Rupert stayed in the car.
Indeed. You can see the citation is a little, we'll say it very clearly, it's a little prejudice. And it's simply for being a suspicious jar of dirt at the on the dash of a car parked at a potential crime scene.
That's so
I've had to
rude.
pay.
Oh,
I've
we
had to
can
pay that
contest
ticket
this.
before.
We can contest
no.
this in court.
You don't need to contest something you never received. Rip.
There's
You're
a
so
on the
real.
Scotch tape where you drew the smiling face. It has been crossed out, and now there is a sort of, not a frowning face, but a sort of just flat line, as if discontent.
I'm
Maybe
so
we should
sorry.
brought Rupert with us.
Yeah, we're not gonna leave you behind again. I'm so sorry. I just didn't want you to get smashed.
But because you were here, Rupert, we knew that they showed up, and so you helped us out a lot.
You did help. We had no idea. No idea,
None at
right,
all.
guys?
Yeah, and Cecil said that you should get out and have adventures, and you did, right?
There is no
Right.
reply from Rupert, but as
Oh, he's gonna get silent treatment.
as we coalesce on this, you are left with two key pieces of information, my dear interns. One, the real pirate radio station is located in Skeleton Gorge. That is where the broadcast signal is coming from. And two, the threats of impending doom to Night Vale are apparently true. And with that firmly in mind, this is where we're going to take our break. We'll see you all very, very shortly.
America has always been a place where conservatism and religious ideology has been fed by men to the uneducated like milk from their mother's teat. What this breeds is an environment for blind obeisance and ignorant fear, which controls the masses just as much as the blood of the covenant or the barrel of a gun. Men bring the raising of ground and the pillaging of Gaia's bounty, and this has never been more of a threat to the Garu nation than it is now in the days of the apocalypse. However, all of this is where this story begins, but not yet where the tale begins. For that, we will need to reach back through the time and haze of the deep umbra to find the beginning. Walk with me, little wolf, and reach us through time will show you a story that even ancient Phoenix has forgotten.
Long have you been my warden? Did you think you could stop all of my plans? I know you can feel yourself fading, growing weaker as my contingency unfolds. Brother, don't you see? In the end, we are nothing alike. I know you have assembled your own consortium against me. So, brother, when you fall, just as the shattered gate watched before you, this eternal vanguard and the entire multiverse will contest with my ignited.
Hello and welcome back. We're so glad to see you. We hope you got your snacks, used your bio, do all that good stuff. When last we left our interns, they were left with two key pieces of information. One, that the broadcast signal is coming from Skeleton Gorge. Two, that the threats of imminent doom seem to be truthful. Now, for our interns, you've been gone for a good chunk of time. It would be professional, maybe, to give Cecil an update, if you so choose. Or, if you are so inclined, you can wait to contact him until after you have all of the information and all of the situation sorted. Entirely up to you.
Well, I don't think we have Cecil's phone number. Because the only information we got for this internship was show up on Monday. So
Yeah.
if the others are okay, I'm gonna hop on the ham radio and just breaker 19 Cecil.
Hell yeah. Takes a moment. You get some wayward truckers calling out saying, I'm Cecil. And then you hear a familiar...
Are you lying?
And then you hear a familiar voice come on the radio and says, hello, listeners. Interns? Is that you?
Hi, Cecil.
Sissy.
Hello. Do you, are you all right? Do you have an update?
We think, yeah. So we think that we figured out where it's coming from. We're gonna get some information, do our proper research as good journalists do, and then we're gonna head out that way, and we think that we found a solution. Also, I wanted to let you know that Carlos, not that one, the other one, Carlos is doing a wonderful job, and we think that he knocked out some competition for Night Vale Public Radio, so I think he's doing a great job.
That's fantastic to hear, interns. You said, where are you headed next? The Skeleton Gorge?
Mm-hmm. That's the goal.
Interesting. My husband, Carlos, was researching Skeleton Gorge for a project of his at the university.
I look at Carlos.
Not me. No.
Oh, okay.
You might be able to find him. I think he's around his lunchtime now. He should be over down by Big Rico's.
Okay.
Might be able to provide you more information than I would. I don't really head out that way to Skeleton Gorge. I know that it is quite a deadly experience, and there's not a great many deal of entry points if you're looking to go cliff diving or cave crawling or whatever the kids do nowadays.
Called spelunking.
Mr. Cecil, we heard from the the secret police that they also are looking into the radio signal thing. Should we? But they didn't seem like they really wanted to. But they also are taking it seriously.
I wouldn't worry too much about them. And to be quite honest, I put my faith more in the interns than I do in the sheriff's secret police, especially nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
If you do happen to encounter them, just give them station management's number, and there shouldn't be much of an issue. Punishments for most of the...
Citation.
Say again?
They gave Rupert a citation.
Yeah.
Interesting. We'll see what we can do about that. But punishments for any type of research into a police activity, I think that the fine or the punishment is escorting you to the farthest point away from the place that you were found doing the crime. So it's not too much. It's more of a slap on the wrist.
Oh, well, maybe if they find us in Skeleton Gorge and things are bad, then they will just take us back. And it'll be like a free ride.
Indeed. But get in contact with Carlos at Big Rico's.
Mm-hmm.
I know he wouldn't mind helping you all on his lunch break. He's not. He's a little bit of a workaholic, my Carlos.
Oh, you guys sound cute.
If you would kindly do me a small favor, make sure he's actually eating and not just sort of sitting with food nearby. And make sure he's got plenty of water. It's hot out today.
Yes, it is. We actually have some water.
I've got water.
Yeah. Okay, we'll make sure. Thank you, Cecil. You're very helpful as always. Okay, love you. I mean, I don't love. I hang up.
Smooth.
You hang up the ham radio.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Pull it out of the car.
It's still going, and I'm like, oh god. I go to throw it out the window. I was like, wait, this is station property.
Excellent. So,
And I just start driving.
as all of you head into town to meet with Carlos, the scientist, you know, Big Rico's is a sort of Night Vale staple. It's the only pizzeria that in Night Vale that has not been burned to the ground in an unsolved arson case, and there's nowhere else you really need to look for a quality pie. The toppings are authentic. Slices have been described as warm. Available for takeout, delivery, or dine-in. You never need to not be eating Big Rico's. The restaurant itself, as you pull up to the establishment, it's homey, casual, and with checkered tablecloths, extra pepperoni shakers, and examples of owner Rico Goldblum's fine taxidermy work. You would know that it's hard to get a table at times, as many of the booths are filled with stuffed coyotes and hawks. In fact, Big Rico is so adept at animal anatomy and precision scalpel work that he offers spay and neuter services for local pets in the basement. Members of the city council officially endorse Big Rico's as the go-to pizza place in town, with their mandate that all Night Vale citizens must eat there once a week. It's a misdemeanor not to. So you're well adept and you know this business quite well, if you are indeed law-abiding citizens.
Sometimes.
I haven't eaten at Big Rico's this week, so this is double good.
Yep, maybe we should grab a slice while we're here.
Yeah.
All the slices are at cute angles.
You make your way inside the establishment, and you see Big Rico himself working behind the counter as he needs some dough. He calls across from over the counter to your eardrums, and he says, "Welcome to Big Rico's. No one does a slice like Big Rico. No one." In the corner, you can see Carlos, the scientist, his tufts of hair perfectly falling across his shaping his face. The curls, the tan skin. The lab coat is pristine as he sits and writes some notes, much like Cecil described him, with food nearby. Water and a soda untouched, as he continues to script.
Big Rico, we have to meet with but we're gonna get food on the way out.
I'll grab mine
Excellent.
now. Pepperoni, please.
they'll get
One
theirs
pep.
now.
Can I have meatball, please?
1 meatball,
Just cheese.
cheese. Understood.
Ugh.
Extra cheese.
Ugh.
He begins working on your orders as you all are free to make your way over to Carlos. Yes, that one.
Mm-hmm.
Walk over with the other two towards Carlos.
You
Knock, knock, knock on the table.
He looks up. He looks well rested, but a little bit frustrated. You can see a journal open in it as he keeps it open with his left hand and his pencil and the right writing some notes. But he looks up and sort of smiles at all of you. Perfect teeth, like that of a military cemetery. He says, "Oh, good afternoon. How can I help you?"
Is there a spot at the table that's like available to sit?
Absolutely. The taxidermy work has been sort of moved away from his booth, likely courtesy of Big Rico. He's not he's very proud of his work, but he's not an unkeen businessman. He's moved things off and sort of crowded another booth, so it looks like coyotes and hawks and owls are sort of squeezed in.
Cool. I will slip in across from him and just... We were sent by your husband. Got a couple questions and thought we'd go to the expert.
Oh, Cecil sent you. Oh, you must be the new interns he talked about.
That's us.
Very nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Well, I'm Carlos. And you all are?
I'm Vesper.
I'm Andy.
I'm Carlos, not you.
Excellent. It's good to meet you, Vesper, Carlos, Andy. What can I do for you?
First things first, I'm going to see if the food has been touched.
It is not.
First things first. Your husband said you need to eat.
And
Right,
have this. And she'll pull out one of the water bottles and set it in front of him despite him having a water.
Yes.
Thank you.
You are our boss's husband, which basically makes you our dad. So
Our boss.
That.
Our boss dad.
Did you say dad? Boss dad works, yeah?
No, I didn't.
I appreciate it. Yes, I have a tendency to get lost in my work, thank you. And he picks up the slice. It's a New York style slice. It's flat. It's the types that you need to fold. He takes a nibble of the corner piece. You can tell it's been sitting there for a good chunk of time. The cheese doesn't like droop and like it doesn't have the stringy effect of it. It just sort of comes off and he nibbles at it. And he
Take a
covers
bigger
his mouth
bite.
as he speaks and he says, Jesus. Good Lord. Oh my gosh.
Okay, I gotta get myself back from that one.
No,
It was the
you said it.
dead
You
stare
said
into
it.
the
You
camera.
gotta chase it.
That really got me. The
Oh, you
dead
gotta
stare
chase
from
it.
myself into the camera. Just
You gotta chase it
Take a
now. Give me
big-
an intimidation.
wait, I
God.
can't. Oh, I need to recapture the emotion. Oh my goodness.
breathe.
Let the dice do the talking.
Intimidation. I have no intimidation, so it's a straight D20
That's
roll.
wild, dude.
That's an 18 off the rip.
Kind of looks and just there's a flicker from the eyebrows, and he just takes a little bit of larger bite and covers his mouth and says, "So, what can I help you with?"
Good.
We
Good, Vesper.
yeah, Vesper.
So, we have, and you've probably heard about it, your husband may have already told you about the interference that's happening with the radio station. We thought it was the number station, it wasn't. But we figured out that whoever's doing it is in Skeleton Gorge. And so we need to go out there.
Oh, I see. Oh, well,
Mhm.
fortuitous. I brought the I recently acquired a journal from a local, guess you would call her a bit of an adventurous type. She recently documented a good chunk of her journey. The journal was recovered at Skeleton Gorge, and it has a little bit of information. I'm trying to research the geographical, and he starts to go off into a scientific tangent that I don't have the know-how into sediment and rock types and the soil of Skeleton Gorge and what makes things a little bit more, well, let's call it what it is, a little weird in that region. But he rambles for a bit before catching himself and saying, I'm almost done transcribing a few of the notes. If you'd care to take a minute to, by all means, you're welcome to eat with me and I can pass the journal off to you if you'd like.
Yeah, that would be absolutely appreciated. We also went ahead and ordered slices. Got to get that grub in, right? Should take another bite.
We're in compliance with most laws.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Most.
good to know. He smiles.
Yeah. Most of them.
And
Hey, whatever to get the scoop, right?
I'm very dedicated to my work.
he, Big Rico comes and places your orders on the table as you all sit with Carlos. And you have a moment to dine. You have a moment as he continues to write. And you kind of, as he writes and converses with you, you do have to kind of remind him, like, bite, food now, water. It's kind of like putting in command prompts to an operating system as he gets lost in the conversation or gets lost in writing.
Just Kubrick staring.
About halfway through this, the others will notice that this Carlos's pizza has been consumed. They did not see how.
Excellent.
I wouldn't try to
was-
watch. Like, that's rude.
I'm not even gonna ask questions. You're fucking cool. Anyway.
Yeah, it's none of our business.
Thanks.
Um,
I don't want to put you in my pocket.
as
It seems more and more like a threat every time you say it.
It's okay.
What do you mean?
as the meal continues, the journal is eventually passed to all of you, and you may add that to your items if you so wish.
Excellent.
It is the journal of Jill Frost.
Okay.
As he passes this information to him, he says, "This was the last person to enter Skeleton Gorge. She included coordinates on the entry point. If you're interested in heading out that way, I understand that Cecil's been looking for this pirate radio station. I assume that that's where this is being caught from.
I assume
Science, connecting dots and things.
Good at that.
But yes, I hope this helps. Just whenever you're done with it, if you could kindly either bring it back to myself or put it in the Dropbox at the library, that would be wonderful. It's something that Tamika Flynn had painstakingly acquired, but overdue fees are terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there a method to return, considering our the possibility of our untimely demise?
I hadn't thought about that, and I hope that I
Rupert.
continue not to have to
I think about
that.
death a lot. What?
Rupert can get it back to him.
Yeah, Rupert can get it.
Rupert.
How
Oh,
did
we
they
said we
find
wouldn't leave
Rupert?
him in the car again.
Oh man.
I don't think they found Rupert so much as Rupert's finding himself. And that's really what's important.
It really is.
We're just kind of there to support him.
Carlos nods and says, it's very kind of you all. Oh, and he looks at his watch and says, but my lunch is over and I must get back to the university. Yes.
Is the food done?
There is a little bit of crust
Has to be-
left.
I'll let it pass.
I won't.
Carlos, without any tact whatsoever, just shoves like one the bottle from WZZ into other Carlos's hands because you were told to drink water. It's hot outside.
Pops it open and says, thank you.
Thank you.
I'll be sure to let Cecil know that you all were incredibly kind and
Yes.
compliant with his wishes. He sips the
Thank you very
water.
much.
We're very diligent about our work. Thank you for noticing, sir.
Thank you for the journal and the help.
Of course. Have a wonderful afternoon. And looks to Rico. Says, thank you, Rico.
Hi, Dad.
You are left with Jill Frost's journal. This could provide information on Skeleton Gorge.
Guys, he was really nice, and I think he likes us.
I mean, how can you not like us?
We're delightful.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna crack open the journal and kind of just start scanning for anything that catches my attention.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do the weird scan while they do that.
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me the weird scan.
And I'll help.
No 6 on my D6 this time, but it's a total of 19.
Understood. With a 19, nothing. I can't say nothing weird about this. This is like a remnant. It's giving off something. This is important. This journal. This is, in some way, one of the last vestiges of Jill Frost. It's the last thing she had. It's the last thing that she left behind. And that in and of itself is big. When you leave something behind after you've disappeared or after you're gone, the things you leave behind are important. But this being the last thing, incredibly pertinent. It gives off an energy that is strange.
I'll clarify a bit on the weird. Since I'm not expecting like the text itself to be weird, considering this was found in Skeleton Gorge and we were trying to go to Skeleton Gorge where this strange signal is coming from, is there anything about this book having been to Skeleton Gorge that carries back that weird with it?
Yeah. With a 19, everything I had just explained, with the caveat of, you know, that this is her last item and that she's gone. This carries an essence of her spirit. This carries a bit of, this is a for some reason, you know that she is dearly departed.
We'll not say that, and we'll let Vesper read the actual text.
Vesper, peeking through this journal, the last entry is from August 9th, and it reads as follows. I am writing this from a ledge, suspended hundreds of feet in the air. Below me, I see only a dizzying haze. I do not know what awaits below, or if I'll ever reach it. All I know is that I have seen numerous fellow climbers hurtling through space past me, screaming out for help, only to be abruptly silenced by many spiky stone protrusions over and over and over, as they tumble ever downwards. Such is the joy of climbing, knowing that at any moment your body could be pulverized into meat jelly in the blink of an eye. My reason for surviving this far can only be attributed to my entry point in the gorge, a hidden area in the most remote section, which has developed many footholds in the rocks due to people constantly throwing their old appliances over the edge. I've written the coordinates of this entry below. Jill Frost, Journal Entry 6.
Know where we're going. And then she will recite the coordinates aloud.
Andy will look at the coordinates. That's where my dad got rid of our fridge.
All the way out in Skeleton Gorge?
Yeah, it's a popular place to drop appliances.
Well, I mean, my brother said he did that with the microwave, but I didn't think he was serious.
Why wouldn't he be serious?
Maybe we'll find the microwave.
How else do you properly dispose of a microwave?
I don't know. Someone came and picked it up the last time mine broke. I don't know.
I think you were robbed.
Anyway. Didn't work. They were robbed.
Well, okay. Well, at least we know where we're going. The safest place to get into the gorge.
Yep.
It definitely helps.
Are any of us skilled in climbing, maybe? I don't know if there's any of that, but as far as she says, there might be. And I wanna be prepared.
I'm okay with stuff like that. Out of game, I have like 1 pip in athletics, but I'm strong.
Carlos looks down at his angly body. I can reach far.
You're long, in fact.
Yeah.
Vesper.
I mean, I can. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I might fall, but
The real crux of the issue is if you can stop falling.
That's half of climbing is stopping
Yes.
falling.
on a sharp rock.
Or any of them, really.
Yeah.
So
All
This
right,
can only go
shotgun.
well.
making your way to Skeleton Gorge. It's not exactly a scenic drive. The desert spans across the way. You can see figures in the distance again, likely hungry coyotes. I'm sure it's fine. Reaching the gorge, you notice that as you get closer, it is lined with warning signs that increase in volume the closer you get, proclaiming that climbing the gorge is dangerous and highly discouraged, but not technically illegal by order of the city council. You locate the entry point from Jill's journal, the coordinates. It's a craggy drop-off way outside of town. You know that it'll take bravery and skill for the team to make a successful plunge over the side. Who is the first to approach the dropping point?
Vesper would.
I'll go along because I got the fearless influence, which means I kind of go headlong into stuff.
At this point, I would like everyone to go ahead and give me an alertness or survival skill test.
Would I be able to apply my specialization in danger?
Oh, absolutely.
Yay! Thank you.
That's gonna be a 19 for me.
I was told by the video that taught me how to play this game to report any outstandingly interesting rolls to the secret police, even though they already know. I did in fact roll a 1 on my D20, so I'm just gonna roll my other things, and you can tell me if that means something later.
Understood.
I rolled a 23. That is a 19 on my D20 and a 4 on my D4. So that's a critical.
Excellent.
That's wild.
So, Andy, the total of your roll, if you'd kindly, was the
3,
3. Okay.
because I rolled a 2 on my D6.
Excellent. So, Carlos and Vesper, you kind of steel yourselves as you approach the edge, and it's not the most terrifying thing you've seen. Heights are maybe a weakness for some of you, maybe a strength or an indifference for one of you, but it's not the worst. In fact, it's made a little easier by the fact that there's clouds midway down. Can't really see the bottom. Andy, this is uncomfortable. You can still accomplish this task. You can still, narratively, you can still make the plunge. But this is a harrowing event. This is terrifying. For Carlos and Vesper, you're going to gain an edge. You're going to gain a 1 to the skill tests during the descent. Any skill tests you make during the descent. Andy, the mechanical benefits of this is just, or mechanical downsides of this is just, you just don't get that 1. You're a little too nervous, afraid, anxious, however you'd like to put it.
The technical term is scared.
Yep, absolutely. Who is the first to make the descent, to begin climbing downward?
Maybe you guys go first, and then like I can like follow or like not, depending on like how scary it is. Maybe.
I mean,
Oh.
we got this, Carlos?
You're long.
You got this? You can do it. Let's go.
Okay.
You're so brave.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna go ahead and just start moving down the cliff.
Start moving down the cliff.
Excellent. As you all continue downwards, I will need another check from you guys. This will be athletics, and if you have a specialty in climbing, you'll apply that as well.
I do not. Oh, thank the gourd. Wherever
That's a
he may reign.
17.
That's a 16.
17,
7.
16, 7.
Oh,
Though
plus
you
1,
are
8.
excellent. Though you are long, Carlos, you slip as you continue as you climb, and Andy, as you're working through your fears, you are perhaps more careful, gripping each handhold and foothold with a vice grip of a grip. Carlos, you slip, you stumble, you fall. Not terribly far. You catch yourself. You're going to take 1 blunt damage as you work your way down the ledge.
I ripped my sleeve.
Oh no. I think there's a sewing kit in the car. There's a sewing kit in the car.
Okay.
There's a
Are
sewing
you-
kit in the car.
Pertinent question for all of you. Did you bring Rupert?
I was about to say I'm being so careful going down because I have precious cargo. I'm carrying Rupert. I put him in my little satchel, just being like, okay, I'm gonna keep your head. I'm gonna keep the top of the jar sticking out so you can see, but like, I don't really know where your eyes ended up.
As you make your way down, it's a terrifying experience. You are moving down the gourd, and you descend, and you are eventually in the clouds, descending further and further down. Eventually things become a little more clear, and what is most prevalent in this moment as you reach below the cloud cover, the sound of the call of hawks. And these are not regular hawks. You would recognize this as the sound of bullying hawks about to attack. They shout taunts and are the bane of incredibly emotionally sensitive creatures. Them themselves being incredibly emotionally sensitive, overcompensating for their insecurities and through acts of violence. And they have chosen you as a target. So, with this encounter, I would ask you all what you would like to do. You have a few choices here. Combat is kind of out of the question as you cling to the ledge, but you can try to dissuade them if you'd like. You can try to either taunt them back or flatter them to see if you can kind of convince them that they don't need to be doing this. They're better than this.
I'm not really a confrontational kind of guy.
I look at Vesper and I'm like, I can try, but I don't know. You're kind of charismatic and
You talk good.
you talk real good. You got good words.
You know, sometimes you don't gotta make things feel nice, you gotta hurt their feelings.
Oh no. Maybe we should try 2 different methods.
Vesper's gonna scream as loud as she can.
And is there anything in particular that you'd like to scream, or is there just a sort of animalistic yell?
I'm absolutely saying fuck off.
Excellent.
That's like a
Go ahead
dodge,
and
right?
Go ahead and give me an intimidation skill.
Beautiful. I haven't had to use this yet. It's a 10.
10. There's a few of them that peel off from the what is a pack of hawks called? I'm gonna call it a pack. peel off from the block, whatever. The pack of
It would
hawks.
be. I'm gonna look it up.
I don't think hawks really travel in groups, so.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Whatever. Pack of hawks.
A kettle.
Dumb.
Kettle. It's
Sounds
called a
weird.
kettle.
I'm not calling it that.
Google says so.
You call out to this kettle of hawks, and it's so stupid. A few of them peel off, but the rest of them seem to be undeterred. And as Night Vale locals and residents, you would know that typical methods, intimidation tactics, can work. It's just more. You want to intimidate them. You kind of have to turn the tables. You have to flip the script on them. Bullies can only be really beaten by either convincing them that they're doing wrong or pointing out their own insecurities. Be the bigger bully.
Guess I'll try. I'll try a persuasion if I can.
By all means. So as a note, what would you like to do? In what way would you like to go about this?
Terrified and overwhelmed, and something is screaming in her ears, and she's overstimulated because she's a poor little baby with the poor little baby autism, and so overstimulated, and just turns and says, "Are you mad at us or are you mad at you?"
Understood. By all means, go ahead and give me that roll.
And depending on how this roll goes, I will elaborate, and I will psychoanalyze these birds. That's a total of 14.
14. This as you call out, "Are you mad at us or are you mad at you?" Please elaborate.
They like pause, and suddenly Andy's just, "Oh, I didn't think that would work. You're yelling and shouting and screaming. But do you really want to be crying? Because that's okay. Toxic hawkulinity is a real problem. And you can be free of it. You need to break the cycle with you. We can't do that work for you."
There's a pause given here, and they sort of circle, and they're not really creatures, just sort of stop and flap in one area and pause. So they circle, and you can see like the recognition or the contemplation on their faces. There's no reply, Andy, but they disperse. And you know they're returning to their nests, likely to think about the harsh words that they've said to others. They will consider changing their lives. They don't want to be seen this way.
Yeah. Therapy is a good option for lots of people. And birds.
You continue down the ledge, and I will note as you get closer down to the bottom of the ledge, a crashing sound comes from above you. Nothing immediately in danger necessarily, but you see something falling. Not a rock, not a rock slide or a boulder or anything like that. As you all look up, there is a vintage 1953 mint green Kelvinator refrigerator hurtling over the side, headed straight for the bottom.
Yes, it wasn't a joke.
I told you, scatter! And I dash off to the right.
I'm down faster.
You can see as you get down, there is a resting area, a sort of ledge, and you can see, in fact, there is an occupant, a climber, perhaps, or either way, it's a humanoid shape, and it calls up and speaks to you. It's a thin man in torn, filthy clothes, likely from a once high-end mountaineering outfit. He looks up to you as you descend and approach the ledge that he sits on. He says, "If you're going down to the bottom, I have some valuable information for you. But I'd like you to meet my other friends first, if that's all right." He smiles, and it gestures toward a number of rocks that have faces sort of carved into them.
Nudge Andy and like point at Rupert.
I'm not giving him Rupert.
Friends.
Him, Rupert.
I'm not giving him Rupert.
Keep Rupert in your back.
Can I do an alertness roll for danger? Is this stranger danger? Is this man gonna be weird and try and get us involved in a pyramid scheme?
Go ahead and give me an alertness. I would also allow, since Carlos is the only one with weird, if I'm not mistaken, Carlos, if you would like to roll weird, that is an option as well.
Okay. Is it the specialized one that I said, or is it regular weird?
Oh, this would be regular.
Comprehend. Okay, cool.
Very sadly, I got a 3 on my 6 when I had gotten a 2 on my 2. So technically, I got the highest, but it'll be an 18.
Understood.
I got a 16 on weird.
Understood. For Andy, he doesn't seem dangerous. He's got a vibe like he's been living there alone on this ledge for quite some time. He kind of see your hesitation and holds up a couple of succulents and says, "These are in season right now. Not sure what they are." But Carlos, with your weird roll, it's something else is happening here. It's not necessarily him. It's something that has affected him. This ledge is the strange aspect of this. It has the ability or power, or something about this ledge has some kind of slow-growing psychic power over people that makes it harder and harder for them to leave the longer one remains there. If you are going to stop here, it would benefit you the most to get information, whatever information he claims to have, as quickly as possible and then leave. Or you could be stuck just like him.
Carlos pulls out his little notepad and takes out his pen and says, "That's really interesting. What information was it that you had? For the news?"
Well, please join me for tea. And he pulls up like a shattered teacup, and we'll talk. We'll talk. And I'll pass you all that I know.
Great. Yeah. Start with that.
He's gonna try to get you to sell hair care products. We need to keep going.
We need the information.
Yes. Fine, you guys.
Yeah. Start with what information you know, and then we can talk about the succulents.
Of course, I was a climber like you once. When I reached this ledge, I got really freaked out for some reason. I think it was seeing some people dying violently all around me. I got too scared to climb down any farther, and too scared to climb back up either. So I just decided to stay here. Maybe decided isn't the right word. It was more like I couldn't make a decision. Maybe that's a decision in and of itself. What do you think?
I think you should make the decision to tell us the information that you have. Please
go ahead and give me a persuasion or deception roll.
Cool. Doesn't matter. I don't have points in any of them, and I have -1 because I am faceless and people don't like to talk.
Dude.
He's trying to lure us into a conversation by having active listening skills.
I'm going to supplant your faceless downside to this, because this write-up for him is he's desperate for conversation and friends. So under normal circumstances, yeah, that would be the case. But with how fucking much they hammer this, he just wants to talk to somebody. I think that makes sense.
Well, negate. Okay, I don't have any pips anyway, so that's totally fine. Oh, hey, that's 19.
We're rolling.
Oh yeah.
Crazy.
Oh yeah.
And I did knock on wood. Don't at me.
He looks and says, "Okay, I'll tell you my secret. There's a portal of some kind at the bottom of the gorge. It's really hard to see. Like it's like a trick of the eye, but you can catch the peculiarity of light if you look at it sideways. I don't know where it goes, but if I could climb down there, I'd definitely use it no matter where it went. Another climber stopped here a while ago and told me about it. made it down to the bottom and were climbing back up. They didn't use the portal themselves because they said it seemed too risky. Unfortunately, they fell to their death while describing it to me. Their hand gestures got too animated.
Was the other climber a woman?
Yes.
Oh,
Did you know her name?
did she introduce herself?
Jane.
Jill?
Jill.
Perfect.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We are actually here to go find out what happened to her, so we have to go down there now. But thank you very much for introducing us to your friends, all of them, and
Of course.
the company.
Well, if you decide to climb back up, or if you don't take the portal and you decide to climb back up, and before you violently fall back to your death, I'd be willing to share. I prepared dinner, and he starts to munch on one of the succulents.
On the way back. Thank you.
There are some hawks that you might want to talk to. They're deconstructing some stuff too. You guys might find some benefit in each other's company.
Okay.
Yeah. They'll probably have like a good number for a therapist.
Okay. Yeah.
I believe in
thank
you.
Sorry about your fridge.
I'm not. I'm gonna climb down.
You guys
follow.
continue climbing down. It's a relatively uneventful climb the rest of the way. As you descend, you reach the end of your climb. You descend through the hazy clouds and can finally see the bottom of the gorge. There are no signs of life, but there appears to be a number of structures scattered along the desert floor, gleaming white in the sun. You also see, on the outskirts of the town, a peculiar patch of light, perhaps the portal that the man on the ledge mentioned. As you reach the ground, you examine your surroundings. The structures are makeshift shacks, buildings constructed entirely of human bones. Now, unfortunately, or perhaps fortunately, the creators responsible have deserted it. What would you all like to do?
Andy would like to do a look around for the portal. As he said, you kind of have to see it out of the corner of your eye. If I do an awareness, or an alertness, would I be able to utilize my static snow? Gain an edge on alertness skill tests when something is being concealed.
Yes.
I don't know if it counts as hidden or like concealed.
Yeah, I think that it's a type of concealment. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll do a roly roll. What does an edge do again? Does it bump up my d6 to a d8, or do I roll twice?
Okay. So to shift upwards, so you'll roll the
Okay. The next die up. Okay.
Mhm.
Rolled a 3 plus a 1 for a 4.
Okay.
Don't shake your head at me, faceless man.
Difficult to find the portal from this area, but as you continue to walk, I take it that you're all investigating, correct? Excellent. What you find here as you walk along these structures is a long platform made of femurs. Though shoddily made, it's possible to walk along it. It seems to be some kind of boardwalk with views of sagebrush and rock. There's an ornate entry to nowhere. Double doors made of different types of bones, wired together through plant fibers. Crude, yet impressive structures. On either side of the door appear to have stone lions just from small boulders. A shack-like building with something written in bones in the front. Ribs, spelled out with human ribs. Another word in bone suspended from the roof and clacking in the wind is ineligible. You realize as you investigate, this whole place appears to be a replica of the town of Night Vale, made entirely of human bones. or at least an attempt at a replica. It's very poorly made, falling apart, incomplete, half scale at best.
Wait, do you guys share this information? Because my role was big dumb. She's just like, wow, pretty.
Yeah, I think as they walk, Vesper's gonna be like, and this, whatever she notices.
Guys, let's go to the radio station.
Genius.
What do you think, Carlos?
That would make sense, because if everything's replicated here, then they must have replicated the radio station, which means that they must have been broadcasting from there.
Either that, or they're just like really much smarter than we are, and they're like, haha, a red herring, narratively speaking.
Let's go to the radio station.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll have a computer that we can free.
Hopefully it's not made out of bones.
As you
I can't
make
work
your
a bone
way
computer.
across the landscape, and again, half scale at best, you make your way to where the community radio station should be. And there it is, smaller, a bone tower erupting out of the ground. It is a half-hearted replica of Night Vale Community Radio. The doorway is open, and it is, unfortunately, made entirely of human bones.
Okay.
Well,
I mean, I would like to point out, I'm not sure this could be where the signal's coming from. I don't know the vibration sending quality of bones.
Pretty
I don't know
solid.
what kind of signal that can send out.
well,
I mean, they're hollow-ish if they're old.
see, I want to say like it's real empty in there and make a joke about like skeleton crew, but I don't think the situation is very humorous.
Ah, I see what you did there. I'm gonna go inside.
I want to go home. I'm tired.
As you make your way inside, it's a small replica of the community radio station. There's a desk with a rudimentary radio equipment, all made of bones, as well as handwritten papers scattered around, torn from old bloodstained climbing manuals. Papers contain hastily scrawled copy to be read on the air. Destruction is imminent. Night Vale is doomed. There is no hope. This is the end. Rivers of blood must rise again. And I would like anyone who is witnessing these papers to go ahead and give me an alertness roll or a culture skill test. And for alertness, if you have an investigation specialty, that's what you take.
Does my danger thing count?
It does not.
Okay, that's fair.
I got a 15 on culture.
I got a 16 on alertness.
Nice.
What is happening? I rolled another 3 for a total of 5. All of my
gotta
good
swap
luck has
your dice.
abandoned me.
You gotta swipe
I
your
Just a
dice.
baby.
They were doing so well for so long.
They've given up his
just wrung
bedtime.
all
They're
the-
eepy.
All the juices ran out.
The juice is gone.
All the juices ran out.
So for Carlos and Vesper, which I think is apt, having had you two look at the journal the most, this is similar handwriting to what is in the journal. This is the handwriting of Jill Frost.
Gosh, maybe our Frosty girl's not dead after all.
Well,
Or someone's reading her words.
the guy up top said that the climber climbed down and then climbed up and then fell down. So maybe she wrote this when she climbed down before she climbed back up.
Who?
Oh, Jill Frost. The and I'll hold
journal.
up the journal. This lady.
The what?
The lady that did the climbing, that she had the she's the reason why we found the coordinates. The notebook we got from Carlos. Not that one.
Not me. Pizza?
Pizza.
That. Okay.
Yeah. But
Clearly, Andy still does not understand.
I'm
but
gonna
they're not
hold
gonna
one of the
admit that.
papers next to the book.
For your knowledge as well, the station is broadcasting through a hamshackle means of this bone structure. It is indeed broadcasting. You have choices to make here, my dear interns. Cecil told you to find out where this was coming from and to put a stop to it. Now you can check in with him if you'd like, but you've discovered the source. How you choose to deal with it is entirely up to you.
I mean, we can call him over this radio. We would just be interrupting the show. But then, we'd be on the radio.
I don't know if I can work a bone radio, but I could try.
Isn't your dream to be on a radio station?
Yeah.
Honestly, you could keep
imagine
this
it works
one.
the same.
Okay, I can do it.
I mean, we wouldn't do that.
I can. Okay, I can try.
Will Carlos, if you would like to roll technology, or if you are so inclined, you can roll your weird, as this is bones. This shouldn't work. This is weird.
I would like to roll my bones. I'd also like to make a motion that I am comprehending how to work this this radio, but I will defer if not.
I like it. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Is there a way that I can help with my technology skill?
I'll allow you to. Oh.
I got a natural 20 and then a 2.
I was about to say I can't tell because I can't see your face. I don't know what that means.
Don't even worry about the 2 and the D6 because it's comprehend. I roll all of them. I rolled a 4 on the D4, so I got the most critical that I could possibly get. You
got as critical as critical gets.
You're with a natural 20, and then you said a 2 on the die.
So it was a 2 on a D6, but because it's the specialization, I roll all of the dice, and I take the highest one, and I rolled a 4 on the D4, which is also a critical.
And a nat 20 in and of itself. Okay, I'm gonna do something special here a little bit.
Game developers, if that's not how you intended it to work, you're welcome.
This is awesome.
I'm weird.
It's either a flaw or a feature, and I think I like it as a feature. So 6. With a max on each die. While Andy and Vesper are looking at the station and getting things situated and kind of investigating, Carlos, you're left to your own devices. And something in you not changes, but is almost awakened. You tap into this weird situation. These bones shouldn't operate like this. And you yourself, you operate in a way that shouldn't work. You have no face, yet you ate pizza earlier today. You have no face, yet you speak to people and you emote quite well. You tap into this and you navigate this radio, this bone computer, as well as you would any other computer. And it comes almost naturally, and there's a voice in your ear, directly behind your ear, and it's not in your head, because you can feel the breath. It doesn't unsettle you. And it says, "You're doing really well, sweetheart. I'm proud of you." And this isn't a voice you've heard before, but everyone's reported this every once in a while. It's not usually kind, and it's not usually so supportive. But the faceless old woman that lives inside your home pays you a visit to show her approval, while Andy and Vesper eyes are turned away.
I have so many questions, and I'll just keep going.
You do this. You're able to contact Cecil. You're able to get on the radio and broadcast a message, a sort of two-way situation. And you can hear Cecil say, "Listeners, interns, is that you?"
Hello. Hello, this is Carlos, not that one.
Good evening, Carlos. What have you found?
Andy and Vesper and I are coming to you from Skeleton Gorge, where we have discovered the source of the pirate radio signal, coming from a radio station made entirely out of bones.
Quite interesting find, Carlos.
Indeed, Cecil.
Is there more on the story?
More is developing. We have been alerted to the presence of a portal down here, though we have not quite investigated it just yet. At the moment, the pirate signal has stopped as we are talking. The moment that we stop talking, though, it might continue.
Well, you know what they say about portals. When life gives you lemons, plunge through. But before all of that, I must remind you that I did say to shut the station down by any means necessary. If you found it, your goal is within your grasp, Carlos.
Well then, I suppose all we can say for now is good night, Night Vale. Good night. I'll just pull the radio out of the box.
And you begin
Yes,
to destroy the
Carlos!
station.
Do I get to smash things?
Yes. Explicitly.
Yeah!
Disrespect your
Andy
surroundings.
goes absolutely ape shit.
I'm going for the tower outside. Someone's got to knock that down.
That was
Just-
my goal too. We're tag teaming this. It's
You do
literally
this.
who in here want to start a riot.
You do this, and as you destroy this, you can hear the bone speakers here kind of crackle with static as you destroy the radio station, eliminating the broadcast, succeeding in your task. Now, once it's all said and done, it's just a matter of getting out of here. As you revel in your victory, I turn it back over to all of you, dear interns. What's the next step?
That was all I had.
Do we want to find the portal or do we want to just climb out? Because the portal sounds easier, but also it sounds like it might throw us to our death. So the chance of death is like, I'd still say
33%.
50%. I'd say 50 because like if we climb, we have a 50-50 chance of like getting out or falling.
Might I add a third option?
Third
Remember,
option?
What if we do something illegal to get the secret police to come?
Like what?
I don't know. Does someone here have gluten?
I'm allergic.
I have to
We all
admit
ate at
something.
Rico's.
Oh.
I did not eat my pizza. I was too busy making sure that Carlos ate his pizza.
Have you
Game Runner,
had
can I
Rico's
say
this
it's
week?
been over a week since I had Rico's pizza?
I'm going to say...
You're fine if you say no.
I'm gonna
I'm
say
trying to
no,
pull some
unfortunately.
bullshit. Okay,
That's okay.
then no.
Because Carlos was going to say, well, I mean, but Cecil said if life gives you lemons, plunge into the portal. So
Yeah, Dad told us to go, so let's listen
I
to
tried
Dad.
to find it. I don't think it exists, but you guys might find it.
He said something about looking at it sideways.
So
like-
Andy will turn, but then they'll turn their entire body and they'll kind of just turn around in a circle a couple times, like a dog chasing their tail.
Understood.
you know, I did the thing where Carlos turning his head sideways, but also, it's a portal. That's pretty weird.
I agree.
Can I just, yeah. I'm
You
just
can get
gonna-
weird about it.
I just
That's
do
a-
that.
That's an 18 total.
18 total. You can see it off in the distance, and as you turn your head sideways, the air around you all gets cold. Carlos, you can witness it. It's a clear path. It's not terribly far. not even a number of minutes to walk, but something strange makes the area cold. And in the periphery, movement for all of you. Drawing your attention behind you, there is the figure of a woman. Wounds ripping open across her arms and legs, and bones breaking free from her flesh. Instinctually, Carlos, you know, with all of the weird and all the strangeness that you've encountered with Journal, this is the ghost of Jill Frost. She speaks.
The truth is, I wasn't trying to broadcast to Night Vale at all. That was a glitch. It's so hard to be precise with cartilage transistors. My messages are true, but they're about this city. This Night Vale, and meant for this city alone. Our beautiful city of bones is doomed to annihilation because we have run out of building materials. We'll all fall to dust if we don't reinforce it soon.
She takes a few steps closer.
Bones degrade so quickly in the desert sun. And no one tries to climb the gorge anymore, so there are no more broken bones to harvest from. We're right in the middle of building a replica of the Night Vale Mall. Now that you're here,
Takes another step.
we can continue our project. Sorry about the misunderstanding. I just had to get you all here. And everyone's here. It started.
By
And she
sending us to get more bones.
She takes another couple hurried steps towards you all. And around you, along the boardwalk of femurs, the top of the replica of Big Rico's, at the front of the replica of Dark Owl Records, materialize more ghosts of climbers, remnants, spirits of those who took the plunge into Skeleton Gorge. What would you all like to do?
I have a perk called Nose for News. And once per session, I can ask the host which option is the best option to take. And I feel like we're in a great position right now of, host, what makes more sense? What is the better option for us? Trying to negotiate with a ghost or running headfirst into a portal that we don't know where it goes?
Negotiate, if you will.
Sure. I love this perk. That's awesome. I think the portal. Negotiating with her, she seems kind of hell-bent on continuing this project, and maybe there are other options you could offer her to this, but right now the immediate thing that she's working on is there are building materials right in front of her eyes, and that's a little bit blinding, I think. Perhaps once you're free of the situation, you can come up with a better solution to her problem if there's an inclination to do so, or a way to get rid of her. Maybe send the sheriff of secret police, alert the city council, but your safety, I think, would be paramount. The portal is the best bet.
Run, and I throw my pen at the ghost. I have mightier than the sword. Use pens as daggers with the finesse skill, specialty in pen.
Outstanding. Go ahead and go ahead.
It's a ghost. I don't know how well it'll work, but just distraction run.
Excellent. Go ahead, everyone. If you're following behind Carlos and making a break for this portal, I'm gonna call this. I'm gonna give you guys a choice, and maybe I'm being a little bit lenient, but I can see the effects of both: athletics or acrobatics. Your choice.
Doesn't matter.
Would I be able to give myself a benefit by doing something stupid because it's the end of the one shot and I'm feeling weird?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pop the top off of Rupert, grab a handful of him, and throw it at the ghost and say "pocket sand" and run.
Hell yeah! I love that.
In a similar fashion, I was going to ask if me throwing my pen at Jill provided any sort of benefit.
Yes, absolutely. With the 2 distractions, I'm going to allow everyone an edge, so everyone bump up whatever die you have to the next die.
Great.
You're benevolent. Thank you.
Oh, that's nice.
20
Hey.
to 24 with 2 criticals on my D2, 20 and my 2.
Nice.
What a fucking diamond! Outstanding.
Well, I got a total of 15. I thought that was good, but I guess fuck me, right?
I got an 18 on the D20, and then I got the 2 on the D2, so 20.
Excellent. So, you all rush forward. You throw a bit of Rupert. You throw the pen, pocket sanding and leading to a distraction. The ghosts of these climbers close in on you, and you all rush forward toward the portal, pounding your legs as fast as they can take you. You move forward. Vesper, to your credit, you are the first one through. If you wish, you can hesitate. You can pause. This is, I'll admit, a strange situation. You're jumping into the unknown. So I'll ask you, Vesper, as you're the first to arrive with that crazy roll. Do you take the plunge, or do you wait, or is there hesitation?
There is a pause, but not out of hesitation, out of I'm waiting for my other interns to get up to me so we can make sure everybody's out safe.
Understood. So, I will ask, as the rest of you arrive and go through, is there any pause or hesitation from anybody?
As if we're going in order of dice roll as we run, Carlos is like reaching back for Andy, and then about the time that like if he gets her hand, then just like plowing into Vesper, just all 3 go through.
Yeah, I'll take Carlos's hand, and in the other arm, I am carrying Rupert, and I'm just whispering, I'm sorry, but you don't have bones.
You do this. I would, as you all take the plunge, and you jump into the portal. For the better or worse, you throw yourselves into the portal. There is a great tearing sound all around you, as if time and space are ripped in two. But it's kind of weirdly pleasant at the same time. Overwhelming terror becomes awe, and then euphoria, before shifting to smug detachment. You experience being transmitted into pure energy, and then physical pain as your energy is reconstructed back into matter. An intense sucking sensation pulls you back into reality with incredible force. And I would like one of you, and you may discuss amongst yourselves, to make me a roll. This is a simple D6 roll. Nothing added, just a simple D6.
2 questions in regards to this discussion.
Mm-hmm.
First, since it might be the last time I could do it, can my weird do anything in conjunction with the portal?
In this sense, not currently, no.
Okay. Then, I don't know about you two, but I personally think it would be really funny if our host rolls it and just put the whole thing on him.
I would say go with that, or I think it should be Vesper,
Uh-huh.
because Vesper went through first.
I also have a question. I have double vision.
What does that mean?
That means that I can see the outcome of our other choice and what would have happened.
Talking with the ghosts.
Yeah.
Horrific.
And
okay.
if that, and if the action that we are taking now fails, I can take that action instead.
Sick. Hell yeah. Okay.
Wait,
This is so interesting. Okay.
this is fun.
Pausing
I'm
this
having fun.
scenario here and rewinding time a bit. In a different timeline, our interns didn't run. In a different timeline, our interns didn't throw Rupert or the pen and shout pocket sand, sprinting for their lives. They stayed. They began to negotiate. Let's pick up right there. Hurried steps towards you from Jill. The scene is yours. interns.
But if we can promise you more, we're only 3. And if we die here, no one else is going to come down here.
There's a lot more bones up there than there are down here with us right now, but we can go get you more bones. There's some bones at the top already.
There are, in fact, only 206 bones in the human body, and 3 of those are tiny enough to fit in your ear. So you're really not getting a good value for your money. You're getting what? That's like 618 bones versus what we could bring you consistently.
Yeah. And then the mall will be done immediately. Almost.
And like, do you need human bone? Or like, we can find a variety of bone. You can diversify the bone.
Different colors, different styles.
She pauses. You raise.
We can find you substitutes.
You raise an interesting conundrum. What do you propose? Are you really willing to send climbers to their deaths?
Absolutely.
We could send bones.
We can send bones.
Like, does it have to be from the source, or could we send already cleaned bones down?
Do the work for you.
This could be a very eco-friendly burial option for people.
Mm-hmm. They already do it with their refrigerators.
And there's continuing bone supply.
Continual bone supply.
Continual materials.
Mm-hmm. You guys will get the mall. You know what? You might even get an outlet mall.
The butcher shop in town. Get rid of the bones. Bones.
We could build
Bones.
our own Applebee's.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You could build a Chili's.
I don't know what either of those are, but yes, anything that your heart desires.
Go ahead. So let me make sure I'm understanding properly. You guys are proposing a steady supply of bones.
Sure.
Through burial,
Varying means.
Burying
Yeah.
means.
Disposal.
Disposal.
Yeah, people who
They might not
who get
actually
cremated.
come down.
Like,
So, like-
instead, we could just throw their bodies.
So like
for the
any bones you guys
bones.
can get your hands on. So like chicken bones, fucking like-
Chicken
like-
bones.
yeah.
Butcher
Hell yeah. Okay.
bones.
Just bones.
Rocks are like earth bones.
The dude that was up there going crazy.
We could throw him. The
You
long
guys
stare.
are wild. You guys are wild.
This is Night Vale, baby.
Listen. It could be the truth. It could be a bluff. Ghost is gonna have to play that game.
I have such earnest eyes.
I need and I'll allow, because you guys have all taken turns to talk, I'll allow you guys to choose who's going to roll this persuasion or deception if you're lying.
Who has the best? Because I don't think it's me.
I have -1 to all social skills like that.
Vesper, what do you have for persuasion and deception?
I got persuasion at a 1 dot, so
I also have
D2.
persuasion at a 1 dot.
That means that you guys could help each other, though, with the helping action.
You're so for real. So I'll help you because my dice have been dog shit for the past couple of rolls.
all right.
So I'll help you, and that'll bump you up to a D4.
2.
I love that we're goofballs and we're good at games. It's crazy.
Oh God, no. 13, but I've got a critical on the D4.
You can see there's hesitation. The ghosts look to Jill for leadership. She says, "This is amenable. We'll look forward to the first delivery soon. And if there isn't one, we'll find others. We'll find
Yeah.
you."
Okay.
Okay.
And they leave you kind of just standing off to the side. You have free exit now. You can test the portal now if you wish. You can choose to make the treacherous climb up again if you'd like to climb out. You are, for now, no longer threatened.
Well, if we climb out, Now we have to talk to that guy again and eat his plants, and I don't want to.
We don't have to.
It'd be rude.
Correct me if I'm wrong. The way that double sight works is that we go back to this reality if our D6 roll in the reality we chose doesn't work. So we
true.
still have to roll that shit.
These are the two scenarios you guys have ended up in. Rushing through the portal with blind eyes and just hoping for the best, or now being able to test the portal and or climb out. Testing it will obviously give you a little more information.
Okay.
But these are the two scenarios you guys find yourselves in. For double vision, does it require you to choose? There's no time frame of like when you have to choose, right?
If a contingency fails, you can reverse to the alternate place and see what you would have done. So if
we
that
gotta
D6
roll.
fails, we go back to here.
So we got to roll for the first portal thing, and so I now put once again to you all. I think it'd be funny if our host rolled, and
I also agree with that. I think
Gilbert, you want to roll?
So either way, heading through the portal.
We have to head through the portal first. We have to head through the
Yeah.
portal first. So you have to roll the d6, and it has to happen, and then
think so.
Vesper gets to decide if we stay with this or we go back to where we
go back
negotiated
to
on the bones.
The Bone Gorge.
But this reality has to play out first.
The Bone Zone, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so fucking sorry.
So I've rolled you d6.
Okay.
Going through the portal. This I want to be very clear, dictating for double vision. The rush through the portal is the ending that you guys are finding first, correct? And then
Yes.
you can see what would have happened. Okay. Rewind, or rather, fast forwarding back to your original scenario. You rush through the portal, plunging through. You find yourself back at the Night Vale Community Radio station. Cecil stands in front of you mid-sentence. Our intern before that turned into a pile of sand while covering a story on the increased radioactivity levels in Radon Canyon. He's in a jar over there. His name is Rupert. Anyway, your first assignment is a little tricky. I'll have you observe my broadcast right now, and maybe you'll see what I mean. As Cecil turns to go into the booth, you realize you've successfully returned to Night Vale. Before you left on the mission, sometimes the life of a radio intern involves repetitive tasks. But as the Roman proverb says, repetition is the mother of learning. Congratulations on a successful first day as Night Vale Radio interns. And also, welcome to your first day as Night Vale Radio interns. Good morning, interns. That's your first.
Seeing what happens.
That's your first scenario.
Vesper, what are we doing?
We're gonna stick with this one.
Oh god.
You gonna stick with
All
that
right.
Oh, dear. Okay.
one? I will ask, are you sure? If there's... Okay.
Because
Good
to
open-ended.
clarify, this isn't, oh, we're seeing ourselves as they are talking to Rupert. We haven't, not Rupert, you know what I mean, Cecil. We are
Rupert's more
reliving this day.
Excellent. So, sticking with this reality,
Yeah, we're gonna get rid of all
I
that.
say, once again, welcome to your first day at night as Night Vale Radio interns. Good morning, interns. And thank you all so much for playing. This has been fantastic. You guys have no idea how well you really did. But gushing aside, I want to turn it over to our players, give them a chance to introduce themselves again, let you all know who they are, what they do, where you can find them on the internet and all that good stuff. So picking up, it's a weird time loop. We'll go in reverse order. We'll go to Hannah.
Hello, everyone. I am Hannah Marie, also known as Hannah Marie Artwork on all the socials. You can find me if you are interested in TTRPG content and or TTRPG related artworks. You can currently find me most prominently on my Hunter the Reckoning actual play, The Road to Hell, and it's a wonderful show, and we are award nominated, and I'm very, very proud of that. And yeah, today I have played Andy Wilkes, and it has been my absolute pleasure to play with these lovely people and this wonderful story runner.
Thank you so much for being here. It's been an absolute blessing. Turning it over to Zach.
Hi, everybody. I'm Zachary Vaudo. I'm no longer the faceless Carlos. Thank you so much for having me here. This was a lot of fun. You can find me all over the internet at Sneakernet or Sneakernet Music for musical enjoyment or wherever tabletop games are played. Things that are probably going on by the time this is up. I have a cover song that has released on Spotify most recently. It is a cover of the band Ghost. I hope that you enjoy it if you listen to it. I'm in a variety of games. I'm in a streaming rainbow game called Kanto 3, Inferno. We are doing a Dante's Inferno kind of run of D&D with specialized classes and whatnot. Luck and Chaos will be returning on the Hype Goblin channel. Tune into them to find out when. I'll be running Our Brilliant Ruin later this month on Hacked Recklessly. On Sundays, you can tune in for that as well. And just follow me on those socials to see all the other things that I'm going to get up into. As I mentioned, I am wherever tabletop games are played.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
I feel like a baby.
That
I
was
feel like
crazy.
a baby just like saw their dad like disappear behind a blanket. Like they throw it up in the air and they're gone.
So
I'm like,
fucking sick. All right,
I mean, should I just
stop it?
stop it! That's so scary.
Oh man, that's crazy. That's wild. Thank you so much for being here. It's been an absolute pleasure. Of course, last but certainly not least, Cass, if you can.
Yeah.
I'm Cass. I have been Vesper. I am Sedated Princess online. I do lifestyle TTRPG content, random vlogs, short films, stupid pharmaceutical drug ad commercials for Darkness Emergent. You guys can find me on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all Sedated_Princess.
Excellent. It has been an absolute pleasure with all of you here, and this is my first time being able to storytell for both Cass and Hannah. You guys are wonderful. It has been an absolute joy. And of course, Zach, being a veteran of the Nomads channel, it is always a pleasure having you here. Thank you guys so much for doing this. Again, this is our Labor Day one-shot, and we happened to get this out right as physical deliveries for Welcome to Night Vale have been going out. Like I said, I got mine today. This is not an ad. This is not a paid promotion or anything like that. We just think the game is cool. We love the property, and we wanted to share the weirdness of Night Vale with all of you. So, with that being said, we will catch you guys all next time. Same time, same place. And good night, viewers. Good night.